say that the second example is the role that I would feel most comfortable with. You know, I've run several nonprofit agencies here in Charlotte and worked with the board. Oh, I'm sorry. I've worked with the board / staff governance model, and I think it works best when, one, you have strong board members, strong volunteers, but also a strong staff leader. But that board is really there to set the policy, give the staff person their marching orders, and then that board, if they're doing their job, they're being accountable and coming back to that staff leader and saying, how are you getting this work accomplished? How are you pushing the mission and the vision of this organization forward? So for me, the second example would be the best way.
The new board will be doing a superintendent search. If you could have anybody in the country, who or what kind of person would you pick and why?
Excuse me just a sec. Could you speak up just a little bit louder?
Sure.
Okay.
I think in terms of the next superintendent, the first thing that comes to mind is someone who's a community builder. We've had a number of decisions and issues that has divided this community over the last 2 years in particular. So I think the next person who comes in, they definitely need to have the ability to touch and reach and engage all of the facets of this community, whether it's, you know, students and their parents, the faith community, health and human service operators and agents, the business community. They need to make sure that they can touch all of those various constituents and have relationships with them, not just, I'm going to give you a little bit of face time here and there, but really build relationships that are beneficial for the district. Beyond someone who's a community builder, we need someone who has a balance of academic credentialing. And what I mean by that is someone who has shown results in an urban suburban district, not just one or the other, but in an urban suburban district, similar size or similar situated as Charlotte-Mecklenburg. So someone who can say, I have an academic background, I have the credentials, I've taken the steps and the care to push my education forward in the realm of education, and I can show results in terms of impacting children. And on the other hand, they need to balance that with the business skills to run the 17th largest district in the country. So you don't want someone who's going to treat the kids like widgets and say, this is a business, this is a business. But you want someone who can manage the business of educating children and working with them.
There aren't many school superintendents, there aren't many districts that are this combination of suburban, urban district. Where are you going to find somebody like that? It strikes me as there's a very small pool of superintendents who have that combination of district at this point.
I think you're correct. The pool will be fairly small. I think that will allow the board to hopefully focus its search and really look at someone who's going to come in with those skill sets and be able to do what we need to do immediately to make sure that kids are being educated, but also to work with the board on a long-term vision, because we have quite a bit of work to do as we go forward to increase the graduation rate, to close the achievement gap, and really to bring this community together. And the other piece of it is we really need someone who can mobilize and engage the teacher. So I agree with you, it will be a small pool, but I think having a small pool can hopefully allow us to really focus and target for the right person who will be the right fit for this community.